Welcome to our partner training on safety officer responsibilities. This is a 10-minute segment on how to support the implementation of your company's health and safety plan with Employer's Guardian. Our agenda with this segment of partner training includes the purpose of the safety officer responsibilities, how EG supports health and safety plan management through EG Force, best practices for identification and control of hazards, employee training via EG LearnBridge, best practices for accident investigations and record keeping, and employee accountability with elements in EG Force. Let's review the purpose of a safety officer. Every company is required to have a designated safety officer identified in their Injury and Illness Prevention Program, or IIPP. Their job is to champion the implementation of the IIPP. That means performing or delegating responsibilities to ensure each component is carried out. This person is responsible for sending employees home in the same condition that they arrived and documenting their efforts to do so. The safety officer is EG's primary contact for health and safety initiatives and is responsible for OSHA compliance at their company. Let's review the responsibilities of the safety officer, which are identified in the IIPP. Identification and control of unsafe conditions through ongoing inspections of the workplace. Employee orientation and ongoing training on the hazards associated with their job. Enforcement of all safety rules and policies when employees are not adhering to safe practices. Provide proper personal protective equipment, PPE, when hazards cannot be engineered out of the operating procedure. Investigate all accidents, no matter how minor. Evaluating the safety performance of all workers. Recognizing employees who perform safe and healthful work practices, and evaluate complaints and suggestions made by employees. Let's review how Employers Guardian supports our safety officers. Health and safety plan design. We built or are building your company's written safety plan to identify and address all hazards in the workplace. Manager training. We will be providing training to the safety officer, managers, and others with responsibilities related to the safety program implementation. OSHA compliance shield maintenance will audit your program annually to ensure it's functioning at a high level. This means evaluating your safety inspection records, training completion rates, and written programs for improvement opportunities or compliance updates. Training module development. We build and customize training modules to meet your organization's needs and automate their delivery to employees using EG Learn Bridge. Accident investigations will work with you and handle the heavy lifting of identifying root causes of injury and corrective actions to prevent future occurrences in a manner that meets OSHA requirements. OSHA 300 log creation and distribution. We have the details from our injury investigations and will prepare your annual OSHA 300 logs for you. All you need to do is post the summary page when we send it. On-site support. We'll visit to provide on-site support with inspections, training, and representation as needed. Safety enforcement. Our Elements tool in EG Force allows you to document safety concerns related to an employee quickly so that EG can help you take corrective action if needed. The health and safety plan and forms we built are accessible within EG Force. Each company location has its own health and safety plan record. This is where the health and safety plan, implementation tools, and safety documentation, such as inspections, can be stored. To be OSHA compliant, you must have a written and implemented safety program, complete periodic inspections with abatement of hazards found, training records for employees on all hazards associated with the job, and disciplinary records for employees who did not follow safety procedures. EG Force provides a place to capture these records, and you don't have to worry about paperwork piling up or needing to purge later. Let's review what identification and control of hazards means. OSHA requires employers to perform safety inspections of the work area periodically, and in some cases per the manufacturer's recommendations. Fire extinguishers need to be checked monthly to ensure that they're fully charged, and eye wash stations need to be checked and flushed every 90 days on average. Mobile equipment has daily requirements, and so does some machinery. Inspections should be done monthly where not defined. This will meet most, if not all, of your inspection frequency requirements. Sharing the responsibility of safety inspections with supervisors and key team members. This raises awareness about safety across your organization. The safety officer should be auditing them for accuracy and timely corrections. Checklists have been designed for your operation and they're stored in EG Force for management. They can also be stored in the Bridge Learning Library so all employees can access them as needed. Completed inspections should be stored in the inspection record file in the health and safety plan record of EG Force. This allows the safety officer and leadership to verify that the inspections are happening and monitor quality easily. Let's review best practices for completing a safety inspection. Your checklist has been customized to your operations, work area, or equipment. It will guide the inspector through evaluating each area where hazards exist. When you check off an item as okay, that means you believe it is safe and compliant. Not okay means that it needs to be corrected. Record your on-the-spot corrections. When you correct an issue during your inspection, it's better to mark it as not okay and then document what you did to correct it. This adds credibility to your report. Items marked as not applicable may need to be removed. Your business is always evolving, and the checklist should adjust as needed. Sending EG a copy of the items marked as not applicable will result in us either removing the items from your template or providing guidance on how they do apply. You checked all the boxes, but you're not done until you control the hazards you noted. The last page of the inspection checklist allows you to prioritize the hazards identified as not okay in order of priority and document the details of what needs to be corrected, how and when it's to be done. The more serious the hazard, the higher the priority. Document the due dates and the actual correction date. Remove items that create a hazard until they can be repaired or replaced. This can be done with lockout tagout procedures or complete removal from the work environment. Let's review employee training requirements and how EG supports employee safety training. Employees must be trained to avoid all hazards they'll be exposed to. That's a very big statement. Any given employee could have hundreds of potential hazards in the workplace. Managers play a key role in ensuring employees get the training. Ensuring managers know how to monitor training and protect employees is another focus of our training program. Someone must be competent in areas requiring training, such as mobile equipment certification. Training can happen online in a classroom or in the work environment. EG LearnBridge ensures employees get the training efficiently and effectively. Hands-on training is still needed in many cases. EG4 certifications provides a place to document the hands-on training efficiently and effectively. EG4 certifications provide a place to store the evidence of training outside of Bridge, such as a hands-on evaluation. Each certification is programmed to notify the employee and/or responsible people before it expires. Managers can update expiration dates to stay ahead of the training requirements, and they can also upload evidence of their training, such as a hands-on evaluation form. Let's review how EG supports the accident investigation process. Notify EG Risk Department when you learn of an employee injury. EG will facilitate the accident investigation process. EG will arrange for treatment. Will provide the needed forms to you to have the employee complete. Identify the root cause and work with you to make any needed corrective actions. While this is a collaborative process between you and EG, we handle the heavy lifting. We will capture the details needed from you and provide guidance on what you need to do on your end to support the process. We have another training focused specifically on injury reporting and management best practices. Let's review how to effectively document employee accountability for safety. OSHA requires employers to document safety infractions very specifically. Safety infractions come in all different sizes. Like any performance issue, the consequences should match the crime. Sometimes a manager needs to document that they had a conversation with the employee about a safety breach. Other times, the issue could be so serious that it warrants a final warning or even a termination. Regardless of the circumstances, EG is here to provide support. For small infractions, managers should use a tool in EG Force called Elements Safety Concern. We have a separate training on this as well. If it's more serious, follow the PIP request process or call our risk department for guidance. We also have separate training sessions specific to this process. Remembering and mastering all of the information in this training takes time and practice. Our knowledge base has a wealth of information, including the processes and forms for implementation of your health and safety plans. You can contact Employer's Guardian or refer to the appropriate article for more information when in doubt. Thank you for your participation. For assistance with this process, please contact risk@employersguardian.com or give us a call.